My name is Chantel. Can't film an intro today, apparently. I do have a... I spilled my water. Hello, my name is Chantel from Chantel is Probably Sorry. If you wish to skip my introductory comments, check the description for the time the reaction starts because it will be there. So, first of all, sorry for all the noise that will be happening, and also if I'm dirty it's because I'm supposed to be at work, but I don't know. Coworker was like, I'll cover for you. I'm like, alright, cool. So I'm actually, I'm not, I feel like I'll be able to watch this in one sitting, but at the same time I feel like I'm gonna get called out there to work, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. I do have a... I spilled my water. You guys, last night I recorded Winona Earp, right? I literally spilled my entire cup of water on the floor.
I didn't realize that you... Now...
It's still dripping. Entire cup of water on the floor. Every single time I record, I spill my water. See, you know what? Might as well just wait till this evening with this mess going on. Anyway, cool. So, I do have some comments. Part of me feels like I'm not going to be able to just sit down. I told her I want to wait till I'm able to just sit down uninterrupted. But you know, she's like, yeah, you can just do it now.
Yeah, this is David calling. I need 3 flats for strawberries for tomorrow.
Okay.
Peas if you have them.
Uninterrupted my ass.
I'll take 20 pounds of walls. You don't want me. Well, thank you.
Adios, David. So I do have comments. I'll see how much I can watch before I have to just call it quits. Before I can't take it anymore, just have to shut it down. I do have comments about MK, Rachel, and Ferdinand. So I'll save a thing about Ferdinand and MK's death and Rachel towards the end. I might even have to sit down this afternoon and record it. But for now, I'm wondering what's going to happen with MK's money. Because unless she spent those millions of dollars, that money has to be somewhere. Are the sisters going to get it?
Yeah, cool. I would have been freaking out. Sparky strikes again.
Do you think I should just wait until later?
My sunglasses.
Your sunglasses? I haven't... Over there? No.
I mean, how long are you going to take?
I mean, it's a 45-minute episode.
Yeah, it's going to take 45 minutes.
Okay. Oh, so I wonder what's going to happen to MK's...
Make sure if you're recording, you're not getting much of the house in the background.
Alright. Wonder what's going to happen to MK's money. I'm saving my comments about Ferdinand, Rachel, and MK towards the end. I'm wondering about the thing in the woods. Also, I did hear Tatiana say something about having character-themed episodes. So is this a character-themed episode in which we see more of Allison? Because if so, cool. I already tell this is going to be a wreck. It's been 6 minutes and I haven't even been able to press play. And the intro isn't even that long. It's just shit happening. Oh, this shit's gonna go on the bonus. I'm ready for this though. This is called Beneath Her Heart and it is 5:03 and I'm ready. I'm ready. Why isn't it? Oh shit. Alright, cool. This is what we're doing now.
This is evolution. We're clones. We're someone's experiment and they're killing us off.
Hey, you can bounce me like a ball.
This is an Allison episode.
Husband!
Is Chad coming back?
And probed my wife.
Is Leaky? Why are they showing us all
This
this?
is science now, bitch.
Mr. Puzzino, what about that refund?
Oh shit.
MK's
Ah!
dead.
Oh my goodness.
Hendrix, that was quite the feat. I may have to unbutton here.
You guys, I'm so sorry. I had to pause it immediately. So, from the promo, this season is going to be full of flashbacks. Based on something I saw in the promo where people are like, that's a flashback. in relation to Cosima and Delphine. So this season is going to be full of flashbacks, isn't it? Huh, I'm ready. Hella ready.
Evil Allison Hendricks.
She's so
Wait, are we gonna see more of Beth? Oh my god, are we gonna see more of Beth?
Hello. Hey, Allison, it's Beth. I told you not to call me anymore.
Damn.
Look, you know ignoring this isn't gonna make it go away.
Allison's
okay, I warned you when we
self-loathing.
met. Beth, we look alike. That's it. This other C-word business, I don't even know what to say.
God.
It's hokum. Okay?
Oh my god. I see what people thought Ainsley was a monitor.
All sold. Raffle tickets solo.
You have been phone fussing all night. Have you got something going on the side?
Oh my goodness, wow.
Yes.
Oh, he's handsome.
Ainsley and I have a little proposition for the two of you.
We've been
Threesome, just
thinking
kidding.
that it's time to shake things up a little bit.
Oh, oh, no. No.
Okay, what we were thinking
Damn, he's handsome.
was a little magic mushroom.
Yeah, no, I can't. I tried them once.
Is this
and they
what
went
starts
right to my
Allison on her
mouth.
pills?
Oh, Donnie, come on.
No,
No.
we preferred. Right?
Oh
Is
my
everything
god.
okay?
Oh my god, this episode just started. I'm so here for it.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what starts Allison on her shit.
Boom.
Oh my god.
You sure about this? She's in denial. She needs to see another face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Just get it over with.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I have shit to say. Damn. Oh my god. I am so ready for this episode. Oh my goodness. I love these details. I love flashbacks with this show because there's so much that we don't know. And now,
We need Helena's location, and
No,
you're
we
going to tell
don't.
me. Not exactly a scientist, are you, Mrs. Hendricks?
I studied kinesiology.
Cosima is a real scientist, and a very valuable one. Sarah and Helena are fertile, biologically priceless. And then there's you.
I'm a mother and a homemaker.
As you go back today
Don't
to your
undermine
vapid existence, I want
Allison.
you to consider your worth. Because even MK had more value than you.
Oh no. Oh no. We're not doing that today, Mr. Fontenac. Oh no.
My hand is purple and it makes the air all fuzzy.
Got ice it and everything. And I've got
This
poison
is what
control.
starts her.
You die. Oh.
It's Allison's mystery man again.
What?
Oh.
Honey?
No, babe.
I have to get the raffle tickets.
Do you mean to tell me
Wait. What about the buddy system?
Cosima?
I'm fine.
Okay.
She meets Cosima while she's high as hell. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, I'm ready for this. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Allison. Hey.
Damn, Tatiana's so pretty. I don't get it.
Christmas Eve.
She's high as hell.
You're the other one.
Yeah, I'm Cosima. I know. I'm sorry about this whole ambush thing. It was totally Beth's idea. She just thought it would be a good idea for you to see another one of us.
You have a nose ring.
Me too. Oh my
Yeah, brilliant observation. Which you may find totally freaky, but I find it so fascinating. Like, this is you, and I'm from Berkeley,
I
okay?
don't even know what that means.
And like Beth is a cop, right? You know, but genetically speaking, we're all family. It's a central question, isn't it?
Damn.
But
Allison
what
is...
Beth is proposing is that we all get together.
No, yeah, whoa.
Dude, are you high? Because your eyes are like saucers.
I can't deal with this.
Okay. All right.
I love this episode. What is it about the Allison-centric episodes that I love, even though she's not my favorite clone? Oh no. And my favorite clones are either Helena or Beth. I mean, not Helena or Beth, Helena or Cosima. Stop doing this, please. No, stop doing this, please. Thanks. Can we stop? Interesting that they're Skyping this instead of actually, like, going there. But I mean, like...
I could have done something. Sarah, I could have been a decoy or something.
Oh, no,
Listen, they were watching you too.
Yes, just go back to my
that's why.
life like I've been told.
Because
Honey.
they're being
Kira.
watched and stuff. Never mind.
She needs a bit of space, love.
I was about to say
So
Sarah's
do
hot.
you. I will bring her to Diane.
But
She won't even tell me what
Sarah's
Rachel did
Tatiana.
to her, and I'm meant to send her.
This is so well done. I mean, this episode...
Daddy, I'm not even.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Oh shit, no. I knew that she was gonna go back into it.
Okay, honey, come on. What is the fault?
Why do I love my sisters so much when they've ruined my life?
Hey, your life isn't ruined. It's just waiting for you to come back and sparkle it up.
Allison,
You're
babe.
You're right.
Are we gonna see Mom
I
again?
know it's heavy. Does that seem
Probably
good?
not.
Well, it might not start at all at this rate.
Remember how Ainsley tried to do your job, Allison?
let's just take a big breath, dear. Try to undermine me.
Who said that? Well,
Everyone?
Eileen and
Damn, you know what? These characters... Sometimes it doesn't always occur to me that these characters went through some shit. Like, Beth and her life, and MK and her life, and Allison with her feelings of inferiority and... Iced tea. Her feelings of inferiority and just not feeling as though she's good enough. Just inadequate. Allison, what the actual... What are you doing? I really hope Allison doesn't overdose this season. Don't kill Allison. Don't kill Nona either.
I wanted to apologize
Well,
to
actually,
you.
I
I've
don't care about
not
Nona.
been myself.
He sees your deeds big
Is he
and
gonna...
small.
Is he
So you
gonna...
can take solace in that.
Is he gonna... I just saved your life.
Aldous was so proud when he published this book. And yet, P.T. Westmoreland told me he wrote it. And Aldous just dumbed it down.
I didn't know that. Well, the imaging alone shows the fetus had a rapid and unexplained recovery.
Yes, Helena's children could prove even more vital than Kira.
Connie Hendricks may be holding...
Well, we have more persuasive leverage, don't we?
I'll instruct the detectives.
No. You know what, Rachel? I was starting to get used to you, but no, Rachel, you're still Rachel. You're a different Rachel, but you're still Rachel.
I am Highland dancing later today.
Oh, that looks good.
Is that breaching?
We have a search warrant.
For what?
If they find anything? Oh no. While it's on commercial, I might as well say what I was saying. I'm doing an Orphan Black rewatch. I've already watched episode 1 through 6 of season 1, but I decided to stop and finish season 5 before I continue recording my rewatches. But anyway, especially when I was watching 103, I made many comments about Allison's self-loathing, especially in the beginning when she just doesn't want to be a freak. She wants so hard to be normal, to have a normal life, to have a normal family, to have a normal environment, to have a normal existence, and she gets so worked up and insecure and upset at things that are not herself when those things don't happen. And so seeing that flashback just brought back all those things I said when I just rewatched 103. I can see why people thought that Ainsley was the monitor, because I mean they did really set that up in season 1, but Ainsley was just nosy and needed a friend. So and also why Ainsley would so readily believe that Allison was having an affair. Also, the miscommunication between Sarah and Allison, with Sarah not telling Allison that she told Ainsley that she, as in Allison, was sleeping with Paul in order for Paul not to shoot Ainsley. That miscommunication there, where Sarah didn't tell her that, that lets Allison, I mean, she already thought that Ainsley was a monitor, but that really led to her thinking that Ainsley was the monitor. So, I mean, I wonder if a little bit of that could have been avoided if Sarah had communicated that, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I said, wow, these flashbacks, I'm living for them. I wonder whose character-themed episode is next.
Allison, what are you doing here?
I'm loving my neighbors, Eileen, and trying not to judge.
The more I think about it, the more tragic Allison's situation becomes as well. I already mentioned that.
And we all miss her.
Hi, Chad. Hi, Jake. Hi, Esme.
Chad.
I'm so sorry, guys. We missed you on.
The babies lost their mom. Yeah, this is the final season. They're wrapping this up. I can tell. Just
Unless she really was pretty, huh? Do you ever feel like this is somehow our fault?
What are you talking
because of
about?
the affair. Don't start feeling guilty about Ainsley again. Sorry about the noise.
Why do I have this face? I could have been born with many faces. I could have been a cop, or I could have been a scientist, but I wound up microwaving mini pizzas and chauffeuring kids to circus camp.
Damn.
Why this life?
Because we're happy?
Are we though?
You're so normal. You golf and you watch TV and you... Sometimes you look at me so strangely. It's like our entire life is a lie.
So does she want to be normal or does she want to be abnormal?
Googled bad mushroom trip, and it said in a couple of hours you should be right back to normal. Are we cool, Donnie?
I mean,
We're
no.
cool.
Art is put in a position that he doesn't want to be in.
Just keep him out of the garage. Something constructive with that.
If Sarah does...
Why do you insist?
Hey, Ramon. Wait, Ramon, you almost got them seriously hurt.
You ripped us off. Failure and everything.
What are you not doing, Mrs. Hendricks?
Don't do it, Allison.
I'll take the edge off.
No. Hasn't had a drink in ages.
That's about to change this episode. No. It's not alright. Don't do anything. Chill out, babe.
Look at the stars.
Some of them are so far away that they've died before the light even reaches us.
Ainsley, do you think this is all there is for us? Really now? You laughing at me?
No, sweetie. I hear you. Sometimes I fantasize about jumping in my car and just
This
driving
makes my
away.
heart hurt so much. It's so nice to see this.
But if you
We
really
needed
feel
this.
like there's...
Also, rest in peace, Ainsley.
Allison, what are you doing?
Mind your business.
Johnny, I'm so high. I'm so high, Johnny.
Ramon? You little shit.
What is your problem, Johnny?
My problem? Oh, I don't know.
I didn't shoot him in the face, did I?
No, you only let Ainsley Norris strangle to death.
I thought she was my monitor. And that turned out to be you.
Hey, I'm not proud of what I did.
But you did it. Anyway, I'm not
Anger.
gonna get into that situation. Tad has really pretty eyes, and I'm so glad to see all of this. We needed to see this. I needed this. Damn, I needed this. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Me too. Me too, babe. Is Maddie gonna die? Someone kill Maddie.
Is that blood from...
No.
Kind of looks like a grave, don't it?
Maddie has to go. Maddie got to leave. Maddie got to go, alright? none of the clones are gonna die. I swear to God. Nobody's gonna die. No one else is gonna die, alright? No one else is gonna die. I just keep getting these vibes that someone else is gonna die. No one else is gonna die. If someone else, I'm gonna riot. I'm not actually gonna riot.
Wait there. We're coming.
Okay, thank you.
That picture looked like it would have been great. Someone better finish that picture because I want to see it. No! No. No, 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 no.
Homework, young lady.
Allison, why didn't you throw it away?
What time is Mom coming home?
I guess she didn't expect her husband to drink it or something.
She said she...
Kira, don't do nothing weird like hurt yourself on purpose. Why did my mind immediately jump to that? Ah, why? No, no, no. No! I know she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine, but still. Nobody wants to see that.
Allison? Oh, guys, she loved you. She loved you so much.
All that guilt there that she has. So much guilt.
We want to honor Ainsley.
Tat is
We
so
have to move
good.
forward.
Thank you.
Oh, this episode is so important. Is he gonna fall off the stage like Allison did? Shit. Here we go. Oh, that's not funny. I'm sorry. Damn, that's not funny.
Weirdest people get one. The weirdest people get one.
Oh, does he have like a big... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Sorry. They wouldn't kill Donnie. They're not killing Donnie. They're not doing that. They wouldn't do that. I'm telling myself that right now. Pump that stomach. Why do I keep cursing? This episode is so important. My goodness.
Looks like they're both alkies.
Shut up, Nona.
I'm sorry. I may have my demons, but don't you dare go after my Donnie.
Alright, you know what? It's alright.
No, I know exactly what you all think of me. Well, I'm not just a boozer, I'm a pill popper too.
Okay.
That's right, and half of you bought them from me.
Oh no.
Nona, I see you. You know, I've given my...
I see you with your bitter mustache. I see you. I see you with your fucking bitter mustache.
I've atoned for my sins. I am part of a sisterhood that you couldn't even begin to understand.
And thank God you never will.
No. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Is Maddie gonna die? I know I said no one die. I'd be happy if she died. Sarah, kill her. Sarah, kill her. Sarah.
Where are you going?
Bathroom.
Oh, it's like a leak. You leave the seat up for me?
Ooh, I gotta pee too. Wait, sorry.
What's Rachel gonna do when she discovers decapitated Leaky?
She's gonna come after all of us.
Okay,
Is she
I'll
though?
tell them.
Tell them what?
Where Helena is.
You knew all along? No, we're not giving up where Helena is. No, of course not. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know how
Was
to get
Allison
outside of this.
considering it?
That's okay. This is our doing.
Yeah? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make myself useful for once.
Allison and Rachel. Oh my god, Allison and Rachel. Oh, he's beautiful. How is that?
Ooh, found a squishy.
Oh no. Allison, be safe, please. Please be safe. he gonna hit her in the head with the shovel? Hit her in the head with the shovel. Hit her in the head with the shovel. Hit her in the head with the shovel. Hit her in the head.
Allison Hendricks. I suppose my entire life is filed away here somewhere? It is. Not that I've paid much attention to it. I know you look down on me, Rachel.
Damn.
With Beth. Even before Sarah. And I'm in it for the long haul.
She gave her Leaky's head.
Aldous Leakey is buried in your garage. Minus the head, which was donated to science.
Ah! Ah!
Here. Get them out of my house. Get them out of my house!
Oh my gosh. Allison giving Rachel orders. What? Rachel looks good.
What would you like us to do?
Babe, wait a minute, babe. Just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, just like a few seconds. Just wait a minute. Wow, he's willing to.
Well,
he's willing to pop a
dispose
cap.
of the bodies.
He was ready to.
Looks like
He
the
was ready
Hendricks
to
is scorned out of this one.
a body for the sisters, or at least for Allison
What
and
would you have
Donnie,
me do
and
with
for
him now?
himself. But still, he's ready to
Do
catch a
whatever
body.
you want. I should like to put my hands around your neck and squeeze. Then we're not so different, you and I.
Wow. Rachel is still Rachel at the core, so enlightened or not, Rachel is Rachel. Much love, Allison. We love you.
She's been listening.
I have to use the restroom. I didn't write anything down. I'm just so mesmerized by this. Some dolls. God is only doing it for some dolls. God only doing it for some dolls.
It's about the journey to where they are now and setting the stage for what we're going to do with the rest of the season.
Setting the stage as in they're having flashbacks throughout the rest of the season. I guess I know why they didn't show Beth. Because if they showed Beth, I guess they'd have to bring Dylan back, is his name? Paul. They'd have to bring Paul back. I mean, they wouldn't have to. You could show Beth without showing Paul, obviously.
And didn't give up where Helena is hiding.
I mean, she didn't know, but still, she wouldn't have done it. I was wondering if she considered it, though.
I feel like
briefly. Where?
You're my rock. I'm not leaving. I'm just...
Sorry for pausing. Interesting. Okay.
You mean like a yoga retreat?
No, I don't know what my destination is. Oh. I know there's something you want, Highlander.
Really? Do this?
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna do what?
Okay.
Accidental pun.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby.
I have goosebumps.
I'll be there. Don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Luna. Wow, okay. So that ending scene. First of all, my thing kind of cut off weird, so I'm not sure if I saw the complete episode. But either way, I'll see it. That ending scene with Allison and Donnie, that made me well up. I almost cried. And I left it in a comment on my last reaction, but this show had not made me cry until there's so much noise in this show. Hasn't made me cry except for last episode during the scene with MK that, made me cry. But before that, the only ones that really made me cry were 406 when Kendall died, or just not Kendall's death itself, but the hopelessness of that episode. 406 left me sad. I think I might have been just too shocked to cry, because I was like, how the hell are they going to fix this? Dad is gone. The original's gone. The samples from the original are gone. It's all gone. And so, but I think I welled up, if anything. Even if I didn't like drop a tear, I welled up. I think I did drop a tear. And then after watching 306, Paul's sacrifice, it wasn't the death itself. It was just everything that was happening, as well as seeing Beth. That made me like shed a tear or two. Season 5 is on a roll. Like, they got me with MK, and they almost got me at the end there. I was welling up. Oh, that was so beautiful. This has final season vibes. Like, the actors know it's final season vibes. Damn. Oh my god, that episode, wow. I find it really interesting, because some of my favorite episodes are Allison-centric episodes. 106, one of my favorite episodes, because that was the first episode in which we really saw Allison be Allison. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's going to be so much to her character that I'm going to get to. I would have never expected this from this character, and now we're seeing it, and it's happening. And, you know, and which was it, 307 too? 307 was a blast. And, that episode, wow. I'm going to enjoy these flashbacks. I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot more flashbacks, and I'm here for it. Helena looks like she's in a convent of some sort, or a church, or you know, like that, but she's still in America. I mean, Canada. I just said Canada. She's still in Canada, right? She didn't go all the way back to Ukraine. No, she wouldn't have done that. It's nice to see Helena. Helena writing in her little diary with her left hand. Adorable. Wow, that I'm speechless. I don't know. That I needed to see that. We needed to see that. And I know I said that Allison just wanted to be normal, but now I'm thinking about it as the episode wore on. Maybe it's not that she wanted to be normal, it's just she didn't want things to be the way they were. And no matter what she did or where she was, she always felt insignificant, or I don't know. I think she wants a type of balance in her life that she cannot achieve or has not been able to achieve thus far. Hopefully she achieves that this season, but you know, I think she wants a balance. She doesn't want to be like normal. She doesn't want to be a freak. She doesn't want to be in the situation that she got thrown into without asking. It's kind of that thing where it's like, I didn't ask for this, and yet it's all happening to me. Why me? It's not fair. And she doesn't want that either, and yet, I don't know. There's just so much going on with Allison. I'm going to think about it some more. I hope she finds what she's looking for. And you know what? This episode just made me realize, or at least realize more, how these clones, they're not really having the best time over here. You know, Beth not having the best time, MK not having the best time. You know, if you know their backstories, and if you've read the comics for MK and you know a bit more about their backstories, you know they didn't have the best time. And there's just so much tragedy about these characters in Beth's loneliness, and in MK's loneliness, and in Allison's inadequacy, and there's so much tragedy in these characters. And you know, in Sarah's upbringing, in Helena's upbringing, and Rachel's upbringing too. And Casima's not been having a great time with that illness. Normal, Lorazepam, Frontenac, Allison. I think the comment that Allison made about you're my rock, that is, I don't know if that was an intentional recall to season 1, but when 106, Sarah was pretending to be Allison while Donnie was tied to the chair. Donnie was saying things he shouldn't have, so Sarah was like, hey, you watch your tone. Your wife is the rock of this family, and you will no longer speak down to her. Am I clear? Is the exact line, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that was an interesting callback. Oh, this is the final season. No, I don't want that. I might as well talk about Ferdinand. Alright, so I wrote down Ferdinand. I'm going to talk about Ferdinand and Rachel. Then I'm going to talk about MK's death. Okay, Ferdinand Ass versus Ferdinand Pain. And then I have Rachel Bitch versus Trauma. So when I talk about these characters, I realized in the last episode when I was talking about Ferdinand being an ass, I was specifically referring to how he was behaving within the relationship and his expectations or his entitlement and feeling as though he was entitled to certain things simply because of the dynamics of their relationship. And that's basically what it boils down to. I am entitled to this because I did this. I'm entitled to sex because we have a sexual relationship. I'm entitled to this because I've spent money on you and I've spent time on you. However, I'm not saying his pain is not valid, because Rachel's Rachel. Rachel still is Rachel, as we can see in this episode. Even though she's enlightened, she's still Rachel. But Rachel, I can understand being under the heel of Rachel for what? They're like 31 now? 30, 31, maybe 32, 17, 32, 3. That's like 13 years, right? 17, 13. Yeah, that's 30. So they've been a thing for like 13 or 14 years. Imagine being with Rachel, and now I'm branching over to Rachel. Rachel's bitch versus Rachel's trauma, where Rachel behaves this way because of her upbringing and because of her trauma, you know, and being under the heels of someone who behaves and acts like Rachel. I can understand the pain and the anger and the rage. True, I can understand that. So I understand the emotions. All right, that's what I'm not. When I say something, I'm probably always referring specifically to that thing. Not saying, oh, I understand the emotions and I understand why he stomped MK's chest in. That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm saying I understand his rage. I understand the pain, where the pain and rage could come from because of his relationship with Rachel. I understand that. So I realized in the last episode, because of the fact that I just called him an ass and didn't explain what I really meant, that it could come across as though I was dismissing his pain and anger and rage. Even though I did acknowledge it, I'm not dismissing it. Don't be dismissive. Don't be dismissive. And then also Rachel. I know that I also did the same thing with Rachel. Didn't really explain my relationship with Rachel. It's just her actions always bother me. She's been painted out as the enemy on this show. She's never been a part of the sisterhood. I wonder if is it even within her interest to be a part of the sisterhood? Because I don't think so. She's way up there. Does she think she thinks she's superior to them, doesn't she? Even though she's aware that she's the same, she feels actually, no. Yeah, no, she does. Does she not? She knows. I think that's what it is. I think she knows she's the exact same as them. She knows that biologically. But maybe she's frustrated by the fact, the way Allison is frustrated by the fact that she's a clone. Rachel, I wonder if Rachel's also frustrated by the fact that she is a clone. Not the actual clone part of it, but the fact that because of the fact that she is a clone, and because of the fact that she is an experiment, even though she does have a position of power and privilege over her own circumstances within the experiment, she will never have the privileges of someone who is outside of the experiment, or the same power of someone who's outside of the experiment. I wonder if that makes her angry. That I've been a part of Neolution my whole life, and I've made these sacrifices for Neolution, and yet I wouldn't ever be acknowledged the same way as someone who wasn't a clone would. I wonder if Rachel feels those things. But I also feel as though she has a bit of a feel of superiority about her, even though she's aware that she's genetically identical to these people. I feel like she feels as though she's a bit superior to them. But I'm not trying to undermine Rachel's trauma and her pain, because I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that she has had her trauma and she has had her pain. It's just the way they painted her out in this show, as her actions and cold-heartedness and ruthlessness against these other characters, though I understand that that is an expression of who she is based on how she was raised and the trauma she experienced. You are hurting these people, and you know, it's not right. I don't know, I just wanted to clarify that anytime I would say those things, that is not what, I don't want anyone to think that I am not acknowledging that. And I also think it's interesting that the pain and the trauma contributed to the characterization of these people, of these characters, and now to MK. So some people have argued that it is bad writing, that the character death was bad writing. And I'm not gonna participate in that conversation because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like thinking about it. I don't feel like analyzing that. I'm just gonna let y'all have that conversation. I haven't been on social networks because I haven't watched Orange is the New Black, and I'm not gonna get to watch it for a while. Therefore, I don't want to see spoilers for it. And because I don't want to see spoilers for it, I won't go online. So when I was online that one day, so I just saw a post on Tumblr, and it was, I did see the comment about how someone said how they hated that scene, the Ferdinand and MK scene, so much. And when I read it, I was like, wow, this is exactly, or at least this is very similar to what I said when I saw the initial character death. I don't know. It's about to become an argument of the writing, and I'm not going to do that today. I, as a writer and as someone who creates characters and feels as though characters have a mind of their own, and I have to understand my characters that I create enough to know what they would or would not do, I'm not going to argue this person's craft and this person's writing in this situation. Not that I'm never going to argue their craft. I will argue their craft, but just not in this situation. If they decided that they wanted to kill that character, then that character is gonna go. So I've heard people say that her death was unnecessary. I'm not sure whether they're talking about the fact that it was just unnecessary to happen, like why'd you kill her off, or I'm not sure if they're talking about, you know, the circumstances under which she died could have been escaped. I'm not sure which one they're talking about. I'm not contributing to that conversation. I felt as though I didn't want her to die. I'm just going to put it like that. I didn't want her to die, right? So there's that, first of all. I was rooting for her. I would have preferred Ferdinand to die, truly. And now I want him to die. Because you killed MK and you're being problematic. You gotta go. But no, the thing about it is that I'm not on Ferdinand's side here. I acknowledge his pain, I acknowledge his trauma, I acknowledge his anger. However, that anger is not to be I always say this, when my friends talk to me about how they feel, I always say, you are not wrong for how you feel. Your feelings are your feelings. They are your initial responses to some stimuli. That is just what it is. Those are your feelings. Now, you can become wrong in the way you respond to those feelings, or the way, just your actions regarding those feelings. For example, I feel hurt, therefore I'm going to hurt you. Wrong. You know, I feel rage, therefore I'm going to take it out on you unnecessarily. Wrong. It's stuff like that. So, do I feel as though he was wrong for how he felt? No. Do I feel as though he was very, very wrong for killing someone over it? Yes. And then on top of that, he didn't even kill Rachel, he killed MK. And MK's death, one of the things that made it so tragic was that MK's death wasn't even about MK. And in the arguments involving MK's death, they still aren't about MK. MK's death was about Rachel. Yeah, Ferdinand was mad at MK, but he was mad at Rachel when he was stomping in MK's chest, when he was jumping on her chest and frothing at the mouth in the direction of the directors, because that was directed for him to do. He was yelling at Rachel, not at MK. MK's death wasn't even about MK. And then even in the arguments surrounding MK's death, the arguments aren't even about MK. Like, yeah, but you have to understand Ferdinand's side. Okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I understand Ferdinand's side, but I don't agree with what he did, and stop trying to make the argument about Ferdinand when MK is the one who died. You know, and like it's fair to point out, I think the writers did this involving Ferdinand because of this, and I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, I agree, but again, MK's death isn't even MK's death, and we're furthering that by making, you know, these conversations justifying the brutality of her death about Ferdinand. It all boils down to MK not deserving that at all. Ugh. And I think the conversations surrounding this are very interesting. And I think it was an interesting choice that the writers or whoever made to kill her off, and kill her off in the way that they did. And if they decided to make MK's death about Ferdinand, like, oh, let's kill MK off to show the viewer this side of Ferdinand, then what are they doing? I mean, like, why did you, I'm saying if they did this, why did you yourself as the writer make a character's death not even about that character in your own mind? Like, you didn't even kill her off for the sake of killing her off. You killed her off for the sake of proving a point about another character. Am I arguing craft choices right now? I don't know. Anyway, we're not gonna, I think I'm done there. Okay, so I recorded my reaction and discussion to Orphan Black 503 earlier today, but something came to mind while I was just thinking about the episode, because, you know, I think about what I've watched afterwards, and I went into like a full dissection of the characters of Ferdinand and Rachel, and I think it's interesting, because I'm going to bring up Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. I wonder if John and Graham, if these creators actually analyze the characters the same way the audience does. Or, I know as a creator of music, of songs, of poetry, of writing, of stories, I know that what people interpret out of my work is not always what I intend for them to interpret. And they find things in my work that I didn't even mean to put there, that I didn't even consciously put there. It was just there, and they took something out of it because that is them and that is their experience. And so I'm wondering how much of this is intentional and how much isn't. If John and Graham have even... No, they have. It's their characters. They're their characters. But I just think it's interesting because even Joss Whedon with Buffy the Vampire Slayer had no idea what his show would do. They study Buffy the Vampire Slayer in colleges, in curriculum, in sociology, in psychology courses. There are courses designed around this media that Joss created, not even being aware that he would create something so influential that could be analyzed so deeply. And I mean, obviously he was aware of some of it, but like not of certain themes and not how important certain relationships or characters or storylines would be. No idea. Like, you hear him talk about some of the stuff, he's like, yeah, I had no idea that would happen. So I wonder how much is intentional and how much is not. So, just wondering. Oh, my shirt. I gotta go wash my hair. I really liked that episode though, the one I just watched. But yeah, so I think I'm done. I'm watching this show over the summer. I'm watching Winona Earp over the summer. After this is done, I'm posting and then recording my rewatches. I'm doing DC's Legends of Tomorrow and, you know, whatever. So subscribe if you wish to see any of those things. Like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great time in whatever you're doing. And I guess that means bye. This thing is slanted as hell. Am I fixing it? I suppose I'm fixing it. Shut up. I love Harry Potter and all, but like not today. Shake that money maker like somebody about to pay ya. Kinda gotta pee. I just crushed my hand on my tripod. It's 10 o'clock. Orphan Black has started without me. Oh, Jesus. A who dot? It was Sarah and Mika in the scene before Mika, you know, bit the dust. Sarah comes in and she's like, come on girl, I'm here to save you from bad writing. And Mika's like, wait, what? And Sarah's like, they're trying to act like I didn't fly all the way to an island to save Kasima and that we both can't get out of here in time. Come on, let's go. And they leave. And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever. I have stuff to say about Ferdinand and Rachel and the whole MK situation. But it is not Orphan Black time yet, so I'm gonna chill. So, subscribe if you want to see any of those things. Subscribe if you want to see any of those things. Subscribe if you want to see any of those things. Subscribe if you want to see. Ugh, I can't talk. Do I actually care enough to fix it? Oh, it's debatable. I think that she knows she's the exact she knows she's the exact same as them until there's so much noise happening. I can't do this again. If I'm offered to watch this on break while I am at work, I'm gonna say no. What was I saying?
You're kind of like high demand when it comes to your shows.
It's okay. Okay. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, I'm done.